What's up, friends? This is Manni, and welcome to this beautiful Tuesday right here with one of the most broken titans in the game. Of course, not comparable to the Ultimate Grom version, but man, those Huginn lasers are really kicking some serious titan butt. So on the Bersagliere with his crazy mobility, I want to just enjoy that setup with you and show you this pre-nerf version of it, because you know that there is going to be a rebalance coming up where basically all equipment gets nerfed, which basically also means at the same time that no real nerf has happened. It just means that robots will survive longer. That is the idea behind this rebalance, right? So in a way, I actually support the idea of just keeping robots longer alive. I just hate when some things that are just, you know, getting so much worse than others. But in this case here, Manni and Huginn, I think they will perform pretty well even after the rebalance, and you're getting a taste of what they do basically even after. Because yeah, the robots will survive a little longer, but the damage output is still going to be insane. We're starting, however, first with the Aries, going crazy here using these new arm weapons. Very fun setup in my opinion, because let's be honest, you can't really run the Aries in the Champions League meta these days with Samjoks and Ravagers and so many other things, especially those Typhon robots. No, not the Typhon. The Pathfinders that basically ignore your resistance, and the Crisis robots also, right? But putting these arm weapons on the Aries actually makes this thing work, at least to a certain point, you know? And it makes him at least dangerous. So you get killed quickly, but you can kill quickly at least as well. So you're leveling the playing field a little bit. In any case, we're now in the Nuo robot, which recently I accidentally called Condor. I read your comments, guys, I know it. I've made that mistake, but you know me, I constantly confuse names. But in the heat of the moment, a Pathfinder becomes, I don't know, becomes a Mender or whatever, accidentally. It just happens. But yeah, so we're about to capture this beacon underneath us, at the same time trying to be ready here to drop that Ravager. And look, he's basically killing both of these players there. That Ravager just got both players killed in one move. Pretty good strike from him. But the Titan is ready, so let's go for it. And by the way, if you enjoy the content, ladies and gents, and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, stay tuned, subscribe, and be there for the next video. Tomorrow's video will be something different though. It will be, hopefully, our combined favorite next game, Armor Attack. Because as you know, Armor Attack is coming. It is being developed. It's not quite fully released yet. There is still some work that needs to be done. But it's already so much fun to play, and if you guys would just join in, we could have a ton of fun. So yeah, tomorrow's video will have another link for you and show you some more Armor Attack, but today we're looking again at War Robots. 6 days of the week you get War Robots, 1 time a week it's currently Armor Attack. Let's see how it goes in the future, right? Look at these quick 1 million damage we just did against the Heimdall up there. He basically just got destroyed in that short time. Can you believe it? It's like, what, 2 seconds of firing at him? Poor guy almost gets destroyed. Also, what I've noticed about those lasers is that very often it seems like they can fire like around walls. I am behind a wall, but somehow I'm still getting hit by that laser. And I'm not talking about the chain, that it chains over from somebody. No, I'm the primary target. He's firing at me directly with a laser. I'm behind the wall, but yet somehow I take damage. A lot of it, even, you know? Also, these lasers even lock you down, you know? Also, something where I have to say, I don't think that was necessary, Pixonic, that the lasers lock you down. Right now, I'm locked down from just getting chain hit, which is crazy. I can't even defend myself, I can't attack back, you know, but I'm taking damage. It's pretty crazy. I don't think that is a function that the weapon needed at all. Like, you give a weapon this much accuracy, instant damage, and kill potential, so much damage output, and, you know, chain over damage like a chalk train basically, you don't really need to give it a lockdown mechanic. So I wouldn't mind if some future update would scratch the lock-on mechanic. I think should not have been there to begin with. But yeah, so we're coming in here to drop and attack the Ravager, and he's doing the one thing that makes a lot of sense. He's dropping himself to my feet, which means I can no longer attack him. That Loki did not choose the right time to attack, that is clear. That much is absolutely clear, and there is a Mauler coming in. Unfortunately though, my jump was just used and I have to get out of here, but dude, I still did like 500,000 damage, and I added as much corrosive damage to him that basically he gets killed, right? And can you imagine what the Mauler will look like soon when they take even more of the dot conversion percentage protection away and take even more of the dot conversion duration away as well? It is crazy, guys. This is going to be a whole different game. The Mauler will get just slaughtered. And very sad will be, what was the other one? Oh yeah, the Condor. The Condor in the rebalance? Oh man. You will basically, the Condor will start flying and it just gets shot down. The only reason that right now it's not getting shot down before the rebalance is because it can heal up so many times from breaking the shields around it while it's flying, you know? Here, I'm body blocking him so he can't go away. I know I can't hurt him, but I can block him and he can't move away. Perfect. Just jumped in front of him and said, nope, you're not getting through that, man. Alright, so, what an awesome match that was. How much damage do you think that was, my friends? Let's have a look, huh? And once more, if you enjoy this gameplay, guys, please stay tuned, stay subscribed. And also, yeah, I should say this. I don't know why I never say this. 10.3 million. Nice, good match. 20 kills, by the way. Holy smokes. Do you even know that I have another channel called Manni Plays, where I play Star Citizen? I know that you guys mostly are on the mobile devices, but some of you guys have good PCs, and some of you actually know Star Citizen. I know that because very often in my new started channel in Star Citizen, I have people coming in, holy smokes, I just see Manni. I watched Manni in Warrobots for such and such many years, and now I found out he's playing Star Citizen too? What the heck? You know? And so I was like, okay, if there are so many people out there who don't know that I'm doing that, maybe I should just tell you about it. So here, bop, there is a channel, check it out. I'm actually beginning to have a lot of fun making content on this channel. The next video I've already been working on is an honest ship review for the new ship, the Guardian MX that came into the game. Fantastic game. It's a one-of-a-kind game. There is no other game on the planet like it, like Star Citizen. And at the same time, there's a lot of weaknesses in the game too. The fact that it's been developing for like 15, whatever, how many years now, still nowhere near finished, but it's getting more awesome every time. So yeah, if you do have a PC or you just love sci-fi and space games, Star Citizen, the channel is for you. But we are back in our Aries, as you can see here, moving pretty far and aggressively forward. Not the best idea, typically, but you see, I already killed a guy in the back there. Then only the built-in weapon of the Aries just did more than 300,000 damage. Did you see that? That shield on the Ravager there, it absorbed more than 300,000 damage, which came solely from the built-in weapons of the Aries. And then I'm casually dropping the Orokochi there, almost killed the other guy. Oh no, now he died in his Dux robot with the battleship. And this guy just stays invincible. Look how much we've done with the Aries, dude. So, I understand when people say, I don't like when weapons are overpowered. I'm fully with you on that. However, I like when those overpowered weapons can be used to revive older robots, you know? And let them have fun again in the Champions League. Then I actually am for that. Unfortunately, we know that most players will, have a natural interest in being as powerful as it possibly gets. Therefore, they will put the most powerful weapons on the most powerful robots, and therefore creating something that's no longer fair. And that's not the player's fault, by the way. It is more like game developer who allows these things to be combined and so many layers of powers to be added to one another, right? But aside from that, generally speaking, an overpowered weapon, as long as it's used on an old robot, I think is actually kind of cool. I am not against that at all. So in this case, seeing an Aries come back, it just warms my heart. Because you just don't see an Aries in the Champions League normally. Nowhere. No way. So, trying to sneak past these towers. Doing these back jumps is a little tricky because you kind of need to know exactly what the terrain behind you looks like. That's what makes the Bersagliere a bit of a more skill-based robot, maybe, is that your back jump only works well if you know where you're going, So I just took a massive hit at once. I don't know what hit me so hard, but I took like 60% damage in one shot. But just look how I did 1.2 million damage to the Mauler. That is just insane, my friends. But yeah, so we're getting to the end of this video. I hope you had a good time watching. There will be a separate video coming up with the Bersagliere where I show you basically the worst of all possible setups you could even think of. Don't even try that, but I'll show you this soon. So thanks for watching, catch you in the next one. Manni signing off. Bye bye, my friends.